sure your brand promise matches delivery? Hey, it's Syama here, and this is a really important topic, really because we make promises all the time. And when you think about yourself as a brand owner, it can be easy to blur the lines between clever and effective marketing and fancy copywriting, but then ultimately, what does your customer truly experience? What do they get at the end of the day? Now, back in 2017, Everlane launched this new pant, and it was supposed to be, and it was claimed to be, the most flattering pant on anybody. In fact, being a huge fan of Everlane for a long time, I was like, this is amazing. I want to buy these pants. When I bought the pants, let me tell you, not the most flattering pants in the world. In fact, I was like, what the hell's going on? I feel like crap. So of course, I wrote them an email telling them how awful I thought the pants were, and I sent them back. Now, I get it. Everyone wants to make sure that they're touting that they're the best, that they're the softest, that it's the most luxurious, it's the most incredible, and I get it. It's important to be able to have creative, flowery, emotional language that really gets the point across. However, when you're dealing in a market as sensitive as women pants, and guys, I know you understand the feeling out there, right? When it comes to different kinds of products, it can be really difficult to find a great pair of pants. In any case, I won't harp on it too long, but extremely dissatisfied. Really wish that they had said what style of body type this would go well with, meaning the perfect pant for the blah, blah, blah body type, or the perfect fabric for the blah, blah, blah who's sensitive to whatever. Going niche in this case and making it more specific would have largely got them a lot of people purchasing the products who really identified with belonging to that core customer demographic. In this particular case, these pants went to everybody, and certainly people like myself, where it wasn't exactly a flattering fit. Now, fast forward to 2018, companies like Estee Lauder and other businesses are starting to take a closer look at if their product claims really actually do and say the things that they do and say. So for example, in 2018, Estee Lauder went back through and looked at a lot of the brands that they actually sell and said, hey, how can we make sure that this research and development is actually making the real claims that it says it's going to? How do we make sure that we're making true to our brand promise? Copywriting. All right, guys, you do need to make sure that you're highlighting the best aspects and features of your brand. And it's especially important that you do not overly embellish, though, around fit and function. Now, why is that? Well, as in the example of Everlane, and I'm sure you guys have tons of your own personal examples, when you overly glamorize or speak too flowery or really try to make claims about fit and function and you live up to those claims, all of a sudden you lose trustworthiness. So it's very important that you maintain a sense of trustworthiness with your customers who's willing to take a risk on you. Now, secondly, we've got to look at packaging. Packaging is important. If you tout yourself as being a high design luxury brand and the packaging that you send your products to or into are actually lackluster, don't have the fine attention to details, and don't exude that luxury experience, again, you are missing the connection between what you're saying that you stand for as a brand and then ultimately what you're finally delivering. So very important that your packaging really matches your brand value. Now, one thing that I think is so great, Matches and a few other businesses out there have opted to have more of a two kind of packaging format. One is the luxury packaging, signature, high quality, beautiful, attention to detail. And then they have their eco packaging. Eco packaging is great, it's simple, understated, and it's more eco-friendly. But this gives the customer an option to say, hey, yes, I want to ascribe to these luxury packaging that's going to come in with my purchase, or I already know the packaging is amazing, or the packaging doesn't matter to me, so I'm going to go with the eco-friendly option. But remember, they have two options. They're not taking a $5,000 dress and stuffing it into a plain cardboard box, right? There are different ways in which we need to deliver the product in order to be able to get that resonance with our customer. Now, the last thing I think is so important here, guys, is follow-up and customer care. It's one thing if you do not have the product that goes out to the customer, maybe there's a little bit of disconnect there, but if you follow up with them and find out why they made the return, what was it about the product that worked and that didn't work, how can you improve on the actual product if it is being returned can go on for days in terms of how valuable and what kinds of information you can be implementing back into your business. So take the time, find out more about your returns. Even the customers who did purchase, were they happy with the purchase? They may not return it, but still never buy from you again. So you can't assume a customer who purchases the first time is going to become a repeat customer. So make sure that surveying, talking to your customers, and even sometimes getting on the phone with them to make sure that they're happy and satisfied are really amazing things that as a business owner you can do to ensure that you're developing great products, that you're making sure your brand communication really delivers on your brand promise, and that you actually build trust and loyalty with that customer. All right, guys, I know you're super stoked about starting to align messaging, starting to get everything all tied up in a bow. Certainly packaging is a big deal in this case. I highly suggest you guys check out our blog post on where the best brands are sourcing their packaging. An amazing blog post. We go in depth onto the new and latest places where you guys can start to do packaging, and it's really fantastic because packaging these days has become easier than ever, and yet there are so many options. So it's important to know from the experts where we suggest you start to do your sourcing for packaging. And then lastly, guys, you want to make sure that your social strategy, your content strategy really reflects your brand and your brand promise. So make sure that you check out our download on the 5 ways you can analyze your social media to make sure that you're delivering the right content that speaks the right language to your consumer. All right, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment below. Make sure you head over to Instagram at Scaling Retail to stay engaged, keep up with us. Lots of cool and exciting stuff always happening in our world. And guys, when you're ready to establish a brand DNA, to grow your business, shoot us an email at hello@scalingretail.com. I can't wait to work with you. Bye.